Sorry, guys. I'm still recovering my emotions from that last episode of the reaction. Oh my god. Oh my god. What can I say, man? It started with epic action right in the beginning with Urza defeating Azuma. As usual, the power of friendship conquers all. It's no biggie. That's basically the whole gig. That's Fairy Tail's gig. That's the gig of Fairy Tail. Some people can call it cliche. What I can say is this is the symbolism and the approach that this series has. It's trying to prove that no matter how dire a situation may be, as long as you have people with you that you can deem people you call your friends or your family, you can conquer through any situation. You just need a little bit of self-reflection. So that's what this whole series is about. Some people, I mean, there's some, like, here's the thing. When it comes to emotions, family, power of friendship, or yada yada, that's more an internal thing. That's more of a emotional drive which every human being has. Every human being has an emotional drive that makes them do spectacular things. People can say like, "Oh, how does the power of friendship make you do all?" Dude, when you'd be surprised if you have a family member that's in danger, or like, let's just say like, so like a family member is like trapped in a house and they're caught on fire or whatever, you're gonna turn into a super, not like literally, but you're gonna get that adrenaline rush that makes you do incredible things to save your family member or whatnot. The human emotion is a powerful thing, especially love itself. So don't, like, even if the power of friendship may look as cheesy or sometimes unrealistic to some people, it is actually very realistic. If you have a drive that motivates you to keep going throughout thin and thick, then you can accomplish amazing things. That's what makes us humans. And that's what this episode felt like. That's what these episodes felt like. Felt like no matter how much it seems like you should have lost, no matter how many like devastating blows you went through, either emotionally or a developing curse like ULTEAR, you can still find that light at the end of the tunnel, or in the worst case, you can still find the remnants of your mother that were swept away by the sea. And honestly, wow. Oh, that hit me good, dude. It's like the one scenes in Fairy Tail that really get me if you pay attention. It's those emotional family or like very close friends moment. Like for me, I used to thought like oh man, come on, chill. Sorry guys, I'm still an emotional wreck from that scene. But it's always those like partying or get together after such a long time or revelation kind of feelings toward your family or friends that really hit me home, because family, to me anyway, I'm not sure to everyone else, but to me family is the world. To me, family is what makes me do the things I do every day of my life. I mean, granted, when I mean family, I'm just like my mother, my brother, my father, my friends. Like that's why I kind of feel like I connect with Fairy Tail on an emotional level, and this episode really made me thought about that. It really made me get a sense of family and friendship, which is what I prioritize above everything else, and honestly makes me sometimes an emotional wreck. Don't judge me for that, but that's how I feel whenever I see these episodes of Fairy Tail. It kind of reminds me of things that I think internally that it's brought to the surface. That's why it gets me on a very high emotional level. And trust me guys, I'm not one for emotion when it comes to anime, but this anime, this anime brought it out of me 100-fold. Especially with ULTEAR. All she wanted was her mother's love. If you really thought about ULTEAR's character from beginning to end, the build up, not to mention the conclusion of her feelings, all she ever wanted at the bottom, at the center of her core, All she ever wanted was her mother's love, and she felt like her mother's love was betrayed the moment she started showing these feelings she felt toward her mother. It felt fake. It didn't feel real to her the moment she saw her share these feelings with these two little random kids. It's like, but why are you with them when you left me behind? She didn't left her behind. She just left her in the care of a facility that she believes will save her daughter's life. And during the time that she left her daughter there, she was taking this time to, help Gray and etc. etc. That's why when Gray saw her hug that belongings that she had of her daughter, she cried because she was told that her daughter was dead. And bro, a mother knowing, dude, that's heavy. And to think toward the very end when she died, she never knew that her daughter was alive this entire time. She didn't knew. She didn't stop seeing her because she didn't want her around or anything like that. She just stopped seeing her because she thought her mother thought that she was dead, and she was just feeling the void of that empty void that she had when she thought ULTEAR was gone. Powerful stuff, man. Powerful stuff. Man, what about you guys? When you first saw this episode, did you tear up like a little crybaby like me? I'm sure some of you did, some of you didn't. A lot of you tough as stone guys probably think like, this dude is crying, really? This dude has cried at least 4 to 5 times in this series, and he's still crying like not a man, damn it. But you know what? This is, whenever I cry in the series, guys, that's my real emotion. I don't fake any of this. Just so you know, because I don't want people to think like I cry for views. No. When I cry in these episodes, that's the real me. That's me expressing how I feel when I see this. And when I saw this, I'm like, I'm happy. ULTEAR got closure. She found out that her mother actually deeply did love her. I mean, I felt like it could have been done in a better way, other than her mother's essence swarmed her body, so she was able to see through her memories. I mean, from a logical standpoint, it feels off, but you don't mix logic with emotions, so there's that. Great episodes. I mean, the episodes were amazing. They were more action packed before the ULTEAR one, but bro, I do not regret watching that extra episode. If I left it off on the second episode, dude, the reason why it was so good and it felt more real was because the last 2 episodes were a build up for that. I hope ULTEAR changes for the better, gets a second chance. Hey, why not join Fairy Tail? Technically, Gray is kind of like your brother in a sense, like stepbrother maybe. So it's like, hey, why don't you join Fairy Tail? We can always use a time manipulation wizard. Why the hell not? I just feel like ULTEAR's life would be more fulfilling if she feels it instead of hatred and this grand genocide scheme. It would be more fulfilling if she spent it with a guild, because that's basically what, in the series of Fairy Tail, guilds are basically non-blood related family. It's trying to say, even though you're not blood related, even though you come from 2 different spectrums of the world, or different families or people, you still can be a family, blood or no blood. That's what a guild, I feel like, represents, and that's why it hits me home deeply. A guild is a family. That's what it is, and that's why I connect with Fairy Tail heavy with that. So yeah, like, dude, like this. I'm sorry, guys, if my thoughts are kind of scatterbrained at the moment. I'm just still kind of an emotional wreck after that last episode. But it was still good. It was still really, really good. I loved it. I loved it. What do I want to say to end off this discussion? As always, guys, you're free to comment things that you felt like I missed. You're free to add anything that I felt like I caught differently, but it was actually wrong in a sense. What else? What question can I leave to better end this off? Let's see. Which style of ice magic do you prefer more? Out of Gray and ULTEAR. ULTEAR style or Gray style? And tell me why. Like, when I mean tell me why, I don't just mean figuratively. Like, everything from the style of magic to the characters themselves. Answer that question in the comment section below of this video. But before you comment that, make sure to like, comment, and sub if you haven't already. I'd appreciate that, damn it. Anyway, guys, it's late already, and I gotta get some Z's. Like, holy crud, it is really late. Okay, guys, I'm passing out. Peace.